He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Broncos and the 49ers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down. Far. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number 1.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming out 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Operating from the gun. Farr, airing it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. On the move past the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a knock.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. He's piloted 2 drives so far, and unfortunately not very well piloted. Both led to interceptions. Now they're facing the deficit, another touchdown after that previous pick. Starting over here, 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Farr. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit. Looking to throw. Farr. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's... Here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And the 49ers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. It's caught. Here's Langford. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Broncos very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
This complete to Langford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion.
Taking it right down Broadway, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Greg Dulcich, 43 yards, and the Broncos get a bit closer. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that trims the lead down to 9. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. The quick slant caught. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to throw again. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. The point after is good, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time. There he goes left side. The 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. We are in for a good one as we're through one. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. Touchdown Broncos. Miles Sanders with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 3rd already in this first half, as he'll try again with a 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Sanders toss left side, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Back to throw. Far. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Again, he'll drop the throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early?
Touchdown! Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
49ers 23.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Back to throw again. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Throwing to start the drive. Farr got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Farr. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Farr. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Farr, complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
Yeah, that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Sanders again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Kari Blossingame, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Following the fumble recovery. Farr, throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Farr. His throw incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Farr. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Greg Dulcich, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. But right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me? I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct. But I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
Throwing to start the drive. Far. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his target, Harris. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Valentine opting not to return it, and his guys will have it at the 25. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well. Especially the quarterback.
Looking to throw on second down. Far. Got his man. It's Dulcich. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Sanders off the option. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Back to throw. Far. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. Oh, what a juke into space. He did it again. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take him down here just shy of the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Touchdown 49ers. Hunter Henry. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good, and that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the fourth. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Throwing on first down. Far. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. Going for it with Sanders. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll set up to throw. This complete to Langford. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one. Not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And, of course, on the two-point try had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw far, and once again this is Sanders, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Far. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
There we go, back. Come back in, come back in.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught. Here's Langford. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught inside the 20. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. First and 10. Far to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Operating from the gun. Far. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Niners, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week